So it's kind of weird how some of y'all ashies are doing Megan Thee Stallion, but it's also reflective of how y'all treat women in the industry, period. I'm the librarian, and I came to read. So before I get into it and start talking my face off, I just wanted to thank those of you who have already signed up to Patreon and those of you who are doing it now. My patrons had the chance to vote on the topic of my Patreon blog that I released this week. I release them every week. And the topic that won was From Farmers to the 53%, How Bigotry Can Induce Self-Destruction. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, I'll leave it in the top comment in the description. Go over there, sign up, get your life. It's a lot of perks and content. Okay, so let's get into Megan Thee Stallion. Now, the reason, there was so much news. There was so much news that I could have talked about, but this Megan thing was just sitting on my spirit. And I said, you know what? It deserves a video on its own. Now, the catalyst for this video, I guess the breaking point, the straw that broke the camel's back, was the fact that I keep seeing this bullshit come up because of her mom passing away and all these rumors and this disrespect and Illuminati shit. I will talk about it a little bit later. So that's kind of what pushed me to do the video. I'm sure by now that my channel looks like I'm a Megan Thee Stallion fanatic and stan, which I guess I am, but it's just the fact that there's so many black women, there's so many black women who can relate to what she is experiencing right now, not only in the entertainment industry, but in the corporate world, in regular everyday life. We can start from the beginning. I knew that they would have a problem with Megan Thee Stallion because she's literally everything that these niggas claimed that they wanted. She got the bars, she got the looks, she got the body, she got, she got the stage presence, she has everything. And so when you're talking about entering a really super misogynist world like the rap game, when you got all that, when you have so much autonomy and when you have so much power, independence, and freedom, girl, they ain't gonna like that shit. They find some way to tear down female rappers and it's just like when it comes to Megan Thee Stallion, their arguments kind of fall on dust and rocks, okay? Because she literally conquers every area that they want her to conquer. So, from that, I knew it was like, oh girl, they're gonna give her ass a hard time. Like, they gonna give sis a hard time. Like, you fine and you got bars, what the fuck's going on? Nah, bitch. And she talking like she a straight pimp. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's the power that I love to see, because when you're a woman, when you're a minority, when you're LGBT people, they don't want you to have that same power that other people are they can wield it anytime they want. So from then, like I said, I knew that she would give these girls hell. But it progresses into something a little bit different when Megan's mom passed away recently, and she said, you know what, my mother would not want me to stop. She would not want me to stop what I'm doing, and I'm gonna continue to beat y'all girls up on these beats and perform on these stages, and that's gonna be it. So in that, she decided to just keep her grieving process. By the way, everybody grieves differently, okay? But she decided to keep her grieving process away from the timeline, away from social media. And so people kind of just like, oh, well, girl, you lost your mama and you ain't said shit. And then that's when all the Illuminati rumors started coming out. I'm just like, sis, what the fuck are y'all talking about? Like, first of all, being an entertainer already, or just being in front of people, if your job involves you being in front of a lot of eyes, or you're a leader, maybe, even if it's in the corporate world, you're a leader in that industry. People are looking at you. When you're an entertainer, it's almost like you have to live a different life than a normal human being. I could always think about, it was a long time ago, Beyonce had said that. She was just like, one day I was in the mall, someone called me and I found out that one of my friends died, and then people were still coming up to me because like, I'm Beyonce, people still coming up to me, and I have to just smile, and act like I just did not receive the worst news in my entire life. And so that's what I'm talking about when it comes to entertainers. You're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. If sis was out here, oh my God, my mama, she's gone, she left me, all on the timeline, y'all would be dragging. Stop acting like y'all would not. Y'all be dragging. Y'all be like, all right, y'all crying, you crying. But sis, where's the music at? There's always a segment of like people, fans, fanatics, stans, who do that to celebrities, acting like they're not human at all. It's just like, sis, that's good what you're doing, but where's the music at? And then on top of that, you have to remember that, as a woman in the industry, or a woman anywhere, I can imagine that you have to think about things in such a different way than men would when it comes to displaying emotion, okay? I mean, they even did that shit to Miss Hillary. You have to be so cognizant of how much emotion you show, because then they'll attribute it to you being a woman and being too sensitive and emotional, even though men got all this rap beef, and men be so goddamn sensitive. They be talking a whole bunch of shit. They be gossiping just like women do. So it's crazy the amount of navigation that women have to do when it comes to just existing, right? So if she was crying in y'all face, y'all would be dragging her. But she decided, you know what, it's a job. In my opinion, sis, if it's a job, it's a goddamn job. You do what you got to do, you rap, you perform, and then you sit your ass down. You don't owe anybody else anything. You don't owe that. We're not supposed to see your whole grieving process. We're not owed that, but people feel like they have to see it, and if they don't see it, it does not exist. And if it does not exist, sis, it's just, she just acting like her mama died and she's just still going on about her goddamn business. That's the first thing. But she literally said her mom would not want her to stop just because she passed away. That's the first thing. The second thing is this Illuminati bullshit. I'm so tired of y'all, because it seems like this Illuminati shit only comes up. It only comes up when we're talking about successful black people, but specifically successful black women. Y'all tried that shit with Beyonce. Y'all tried that shit with everybody, okay? And y'all are talking about, girl, she sacrificed. It's just crazy she sacrificed her mother to the Illuminati so that now she can be this big shit. Sis ain't selling 200,000 fucking albums in the first week. What are y'all talking about? That's it. If we talk about sacrifice, you gonna sacrifice your goddamn mama for, like, I never understood why, if this supposed Illuminati was existing, why would they settle for domination of the music industry and not domination of the goddamn planet? If we're talking about Illuminati in the way that y'all seem to think that they exist, the real Illuminati is these fucking billionaires who control every aspect of our lives. That's the real Illuminati, sis. If you're talking about present day people who control secret society, it ain't so secret, sis. They're billionaires and they control our lives. Like, what are you talking about? And if we're talking about historically accurate things, and I know that's something that a lot of people don't like to hear or feel, but I will always be here to shake the table, okay? If we're talking about historically accurate things, the Illuminati did exist. It was founded, I think, in May 1776 or something like that. When people are talking about the Illuminati, they're usually talking about, or even if they don't know it, they're usually talking about the Bavarian Illuminati. And if you just use your brain, Illuminati, illuminate. Literally, the Illuminati was an enlightenment period. It was a secret society of people who were trying to enlighten the world, okay? Now keep in mind, back then and even now, the Catholic Church had so much domination, had so much power over society. And so this Illuminati society was supposed to bring a different sense of thinking to the entire world. It was supposed to alleviate society of so much religious influence. It was supposed to get people to start thinking about science and logic and facts instead of superstition, okay? So when you think about a group like that, a society, a secret society like that, of course the fucking Roman Catholic Church is gonna demonize it and make sure that it's seen as something vile and horrible, and they got their asses out of there. And like I said on Twitter, that's the same shit their asses were doing to Galileo when he said, girl, the universe does not orbit around us, we orbit around the goddamn sun. They dragged the fuck out of his ass. They dragged the hell out of his ass. So when you have a group, and this was in the 1700s, sis, they ain't around no more, girl. When you have a group that was focused on making sure that society was free of so much just ridiculous, fanatic, religious influence, of course the church is going to try and fight their ass and demonize their ass. But that is the real Illuminati that y'all are talking about. This bullshit that y'all have, conspiracy theories and all this, and then not only that, but using utter bullshit to disrespect and damage and re-traumatize Megan Thee Stallion. It's ridiculous. It is ridiculous to me. And like I said earlier, it is just misogynist as hell a lot of times. It's misogynist and anti-black as hell a lot of times. The way that y'all, anytime a woman is super duper successful, or even just a little bit, y'all come out with these conspiracy theories. A black woman can't be successful on her own right. It's not like she was working hard as fuck for the past X amount of years, right? No, none of that shit. Her mama died and all of a sudden it's a sacrifice to the goddamn Illuminati. Like, please get y'all shit together, because Y'all can't be claiming all this, oh, black power, you know, black empowerment. We're trying to make sure that black people get the opportunities and then when they get there into a position of strength, something that they worked for their whole goddamn life, y'all come down talking about, well, girl, what did she do for that shit? You know, and it's just, you see how many people rise up and fall just as quickly. You see how many people, white people, rise up off of being famous for doing absolutely goddamn nothing. And I don't see, maybe they do exist, I'm sure that they do exist, but I don't see the conspiracy theories about Illuminati and all this bullshit coming out as strong when it comes to their fucking weak ass, untalented cases versus our own cases, like our community, the people who are talented, making some shit work, entertaining you boring ass bitches on goddamn stage every goddamn day. You see what I'm saying? I don't see, there's a disconnect when y'all pull this conspiracy theory out of your own assholes. Y'all don't even do the research to even have a grasp of what the fuck you're talking about. It seems like it's just not a priority. Facts, reason, logic, they're not a priority, and I guess that's why the Illuminati exists in the first goddamn place. Maybe we do need another one, because it seems like it's just superstition, conspiracy theories, anti-blackness, misogyny, we just gotta deal with that shit, girl. I'm so tired of it. I'm tired, and to me, I would think that y'all be tired too. Aren't you tired of making the same exhausted ass arguments, cyclical arguments that you can never prove and that always fall flat in their goddamn face? Aren't you tired? I'm tired of seeing it. I know that your ass must be fucking tired of saying it every goddamn day, every day. It just never made any sense to me. If this fucking strange ass, you know what I mean? If this strange ass group ever existed, first of all, it's a secret society for a goddamn reason. That's the first thing. The second thing is just like, y'all are focused on the wrong thing. Y'all looking for secrets when it's literally plain as day in front of your face. The billionaires are the ones who control. Super rich are the ones who control the goddamn planet. So you can stop looking for these like, oh girl, is that a secret society group? Girl, it's sis, you can't even pay the interest rate on your loans. Not even to balance the interest rate. That's what we need to be worried about. We need to be worried about how we're getting fucked over by these super rich people every day that we wake up. That's what we need to worry about. Stop worrying about Megan. She's good. She's handling her grieving process. She's doing what she has to do. She's rapping. She's performing. She's getting money. And that's the motivation. That's the power that we should be inspired by and enacted in our own lives. Girl, some of y'all are just so aggy. So yeah, on that note, some people just need to get over themselves. Stream Fever, Simon Says, if you have to, so that we all can have a good goddamn evening.